For months, rumors surrounding BTS members Jungkook and Taehyung have dominated social media timelines. But now, a shocking legal update has taken this controversy to an entirely new level. According to newly surfaced reports, the alleged kiss incident involving Taehyung has officially entered the courtroom, and fans around the world are demanding answers. What makes this development even more surprising is Jungkook's response. After remaining silent throughout the controversy, he has finally broken that silence, and his words are fueling intense debate across the BTS fandom. Did Jungkook reveal new details? What exactly happened behind the scenes? And why are armies divided over this latest court update? In this video, we'll break down everything we know so far, separate confirmed information from online speculation, and reveal the statement that has everyone talking. Make sure you stay until the end, because one unexpected detail from the latest court update could completely change the way fans see this entire controversy. The atmosphere surrounding BTS changed overnight after reports emerged that the alleged kiss controversy involving Kim Taehyung had officially entered a new legal phase. For weeks, online discussions had been fueled by rumors, edited clips, conflicting fan accounts, and countless theories spreading across social media platforms. But once reports of court proceedings began circulating, speculation exploded to an entirely different level. Fans wanted answers. Critics demanded accountability. And the one person everyone was waiting to hear from remained completely silent. Until now. Jungkook's unexpected statement came at a moment when emotions inside the fandom were already reaching a breaking point. While he did not address every allegation directly, his carefully chosen words immediately sparked intense debate among fans worldwide. Within minutes, screenshots of his statement flooded social media feeds. Supporters interpreted his comments as a message of trust and support. Others argued that his words raised even more questions than answers. What exactly did Jungkook mean? And why did he choose this particular moment to speak? According to multiple reports, the court proceedings are expected to focus on reviewing available evidence, witness accounts, and the authenticity of materials that have circulated online in recent weeks. However, legal experts have repeatedly warned the public against drawing conclusions before official findings are released. Despite those warnings, speculation continues to grow. Some online users claim previously unseen information could emerge during the proceedings. Others believe the controversy has been amplified by misinformation and manipulated content shared across social media. As public attention intensified, several fan communities urged people to avoid spreading unverified claims about Kim Taehyung or anyone involved in the case. They emphasized that rumors can quickly overshadow facts, especially when emotions run high. Still, the questions refuse to disappear. Was there a detail the public missed from the beginning? Could the narrative surrounding this controversy change once official information becomes available? Or is there an entirely different side to the story that has yet to be revealed? Behind the scenes, sources close to the situation reportedly described the pressure surrounding the members as overwhelming. Every public appearance, every social media update, and every moment of silence has been analyzed frame by millions of people searching for hidden meaning. For Jungkook, remaining silent may have once seemed like the safest option. But after the latest court update, silence was no longer possible. His statement, though brief, shifted the conversation dramatically. Instead of calming the situation, it reignited public interest. Search trends surged. Fan communities became divided. And new theories emerged almost instantly. Some observers believe his comments suggest there is important context that has not yet been made public. Others argue that reading too deeply into his words only risks creating more confusion. At this stage, one fact remains clear. No final legal conclusions have been announced, and many of the claims circulating online remain unverified. Yet the growing mystery surrounding the case continues to captivate audiences around the world. As the legal process moves forward, all eyes remain fixed on what could happen next. Will official court documents reveal new information? Will Kim Taehyung choose to address the controversy directly? And could future statements from Jungkook completely change public perception once again? The answers may arrive sooner than anyone expected. But according to those closely following the case, One upcoming development could become the turning point that changes everything. As global attention intensified, the focus of the controversy shifted away from the original allegations and toward a new question that no one seemed able to answer. Why did Jungkook speak out now? For weeks, his silence had been interpreted in countless ways. Some believed he was protecting his privacy. Others argued that he was waiting for the legal process to move forward before making any public comment. But after the latest court update, his carefully worded statement changed everything. Not because of what he said, because of what he did not say. Observers quickly noticed that Jungkook avoided discussing specific details surrounding the allegations involving Taehyung. He made no direct reference to the incident itself, offered no opinion about the claims circulating online, and refrained from addressing the rumors that had dominated social media for weeks. Instead, he emphasized the importance of patience, accuracy, and respecting the legal process. Those few words triggered an entirely new wave of speculation. Supporters viewed his statement as a subtle call for people to stop spreading unverified information. Critics argued that his refusal to address the controversy directly only intensified public curiosity. Within hours, fan communities around the world became divided. One side believed Jungkook's statement reflected confidence that the truth would eventually come to light. Another side questioned whether there were important details still hidden from the public. The debate spread rapidly across online platforms. Every phrase was dissected. Every pause was analyzed. Every previous interaction between Jungkook and Taehyung was suddenly revisited by millions of viewers searching for clues. Old interviews resurfaced. Archived videos began trending again. Fan theories multiplied at an unprecedented rate. Yet despite the growing speculation, one critical fact remained unchanged. No official legal findings had been announced. Court representatives had not released detailed information regarding the proceedings, and many of the claims circulating online continued to rely on anonymous sources and unverified accounts. Legal experts repeatedly warned that public opinion can shift dramatically before all evidence is examined. They also cautioned that viral narratives often gain momentum long before facts are established. But in the digital age, caution rarely moves faster than controversy. As the case gained international attention, pressure surrounding BTS continued to grow. Industry analysts suggested that the situation could have broader implications beyond the individuals directly involved. Would future projects be affected? Would additional statements be released? Would management step forward with new information? So far, those questions remain unanswered. Meanwhile, reports began circulating that individuals close to the situation were urging fans to avoid escalating tensions online. The message was simple: wait for verified information before reaching conclusions. However, that request only fueled even more curiosity. What information were fans being asked to wait for? And why did so many people believe the next court session could dramatically change the public narrative? According to observers following the case closely, the upcoming developments may focus less on social media rumors and more on determining which claims can actually be supported by evidence. If that happens, some of the most widely shared theories could collapse overnight. Others, however, could gain unexpected credibility. For now, uncertainty continues to define every aspect of the controversy. Jungkook's statement raised questions that remain unanswered. Taehyung has not directly addressed the latest developments. And millions of fans are still waiting for the one thing that has been missing since the beginning: clarity. Because if the next court update reveals information that contradicts the story people have believed until now, the entire controversy could take a completely different direction. The days following the latest court update brought an unexpected shift in public attention. For the first time since the controversy began, the conversation was no longer centered solely on the allegations themselves. Instead, attention turned toward the growing gap between verified information and the countless narratives spreading online. That gap was becoming impossible to ignore. As discussion intensified, new claims appeared across social media almost every hour. Some accounts insisted that confidential documents had been leaked. Others claimed that insiders possessed information capable of changing the entire case. None of those claims were independently verified, yet millions of people continued sharing them. The speed at which rumors spread created an atmosphere of uncertainty unlike anything the fandom had experienced before. Even longtime supporters admitted they struggled to separate facts from speculation. Amid the chaos, one detail continued to stand out. Neither Kim Taehyung nor Jungkook had offered any additional comments since the initial statement. Their silence only intensified public curiosity. Some interpreted it as a strategic decision guided by legal advice. Others believed there were important developments happening behind the scenes that could not yet be discussed publicly. The absence of answers created room for endless theories. Every move became headline news. A simple appearance at an airport sparked debate. A brief social media update generated thousands of interpretations. Even routine activities were analyzed for hidden meaning. For many observers, the situation had evolved beyond a legal controversy. It had become a global discussion about privacy, misinformation, and the immense pressure placed on public figures during periods of uncertainty. Meanwhile, legal analysts following the case emphasized one important point. Court proceedings often move far more slowly than online conversations. While social media demands immediate answers, legal processes depend on evidence, testimony, and careful review. Public expectations and legal reality rarely move at the same pace. That difference may explain why so many questions remain unanswered. What evidence, if any, will ultimately be presented? Will previously circulated information withstand official scrutiny? And most importantly, how much of the public narrative is based on facts rather than assumptions? Behind closed doors, industry insiders reportedly expressed concern about the broader impact of the controversy on BTS and its global fan community. The group has faced intense public attention throughout its career, but this situation feels different. More personal, more divisive, more unpredictable. As anticipation grows around the next stage of the legal process, one possibility continues to dominate online discussions. Could an official statement from Kim Taehyung change everything? Many believe that if he chooses to speak directly, it could either clarify the situation or create even more questions. Others are focused on Jungkook. His previous statement, although brief, shifted the entire conversation. Now, people are wondering whether he will address the issue again if significant new developments emerge. For now, neither scenario has become reality. The only certainty is that public interest continues to grow. And according to those closely monitoring the case, the upcoming proceedings could introduce information that challenges some of the assumptions that have shaped the controversy from the beginning. If that happens, opinions could change overnight. Because sometimes the most important details are not the ones that appear in viral headlines. They are the details that remain hidden until the right moment. And many believe that moment may be closer than anyone expects. As anticipation surrounding the next court update continued to grow, another unexpected development shifted the conversation once again. Attention turned to the timeline. Online investigators began comparing public appearances, archived interviews, and social media activity, attempting to reconstruct every moment connected to the alleged incident involving Kim Taehyung. Their goal was simple: find a detail that everyone else had missed. Within hours, multiple versions of the same story emerged. Some users claimed the available information supported one narrative. Others insisted the timeline raised new questions that had yet to be answered. But legal observers warned that publicly available information rarely tells the complete story. Context matters. Verification matters. And assumptions can easily become accepted as facts when repeated often enough online. Despite those warnings, interest in the controversy continued to accelerate. Discussion forums exploded with new theories. Fan communities debated every possible scenario. Search trends reached new highs. And throughout it all, one question remained unanswered. What information has not yet been made public? According to reports following the proceedings, upcoming stages of the legal process may focus heavily on reviewing the credibility of evidence and determining which claims can be independently verified. That distinction could prove critical. If certain allegations cannot be supported, the public narrative surrounding the controversy could change dramatically. If new evidence emerges, however, the conversation may shift in an entirely different direction. For now, nobody outside the legal process knows which outcome is more likely. Meanwhile, observers noticed another detail that quickly became a topic of discussion. Neither representatives for BTS nor individuals directly involved in the controversy have released substantial news statements since the initial wave of attention. For some, that silence suggests a deliberate effort to avoid influencing ongoing proceedings. For others, it signals that important developments may still be unfolding behind the scenes. The uncertainty has created an information vacuum, and in the absence of official answers, speculation continues to fill the space. Even so, legal experts continue to emphasize the same message. A courtroom operates differently from social media. Public opinion may shift in minutes, but legal conclusions require evidence, testimony, and careful examination. That process takes time. As discussions intensified, many fans began calling for patience, urging others to wait for verified information rather than relying on rumors or anonymous sources. Others remain convinced that a major revelation is still ahead. Their attention has now shifted toward two possibilities. Will Jungkook choose to clarify his previous statement? Or will Kim Taehyung address the controversy directly for the first time? Either scenario could dramatically alter public perception. Until then, every new development is likely to generate even more questions than answers. Because in a case surrounded by speculation, the detail that changes everything may not be the loudest headline. It may be the one piece of verified information that nobody saw coming.